Okay, Anna Mae and I, what we did was we shared a bottle of wine every New Year's Eve. And then it just expanded from Anna Mae and I to family, to friends, and it just kept on going. We have done this for over 40 years, where we continue to see out the old year and see in the new year. So we are going to continue on with this because we can only virtually share this with family. I'd like to toast 2020.
Cheers, Punky.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yo!
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
I have to do it in 2 gulps.
Cheers.
Cheers, Aunt Helen.
Well done.
Toast, Ken.
Ding ding. I have the cheap glasses.
Cheers. Cheers, Aunt Linda.
Absolutely. Cheers.
Cheers.
All of it? Oh, me. Oh, yeah, it's me.
Thank you.
Well,
We gotta finish the bottle.
well.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Absolutely.
Oh.
Whoa! That's me. So 2020 wasn't so bad. Cheers.
Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Yeah, that's right. So as bad as it was, there was still a lot of good, wasn't there? Like really.
Yes, it was,
When you
yeah.
think about it.
Okay.
Okay. What a year. I'm glad it's almost over. Hopefully next one will be better. But we did get a lot accomplished because we've been living in the same house for almost 50 years. And it got a really good cleaning. Lots of trips to St. Vincent de Paul. Lots of together time. And Christmas. The first Christmas was very, very simple. What's wrong with this Christmas being simple?
Very nice. Oh, cheers, Aunt Linda.
Cheers.
Cheers, Aunt Linda.
We're rolling, Uncle Don. Yeah.
Yeah, this past year, like Linda said, gave us a chance to reflect. We got going through old pictures. It brought back a lot of memories as to how things were back in the day. I thought it brought my memory back to stories that I shared with my grandfather, Bracken, and even Linda's grandfather, how things were back in the day. So I took off writing. You will see the fruits of my labor, which I started way back in the spring, still working on it, about a trip down memory lane as to how things were back in the day when I remember planting corn with the horses. It certainly gave me a time to reflect in conversation with family. The comment was made, family certainly had quite an upbringing. And from there, you will see the fruits of my labor, which will be coming out shortly in the new year. So here's the... Cheers, Don.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Cheers, Don.
Well, here's to 2020. Not that there's that much to cheer about. But anyway, it's been a great year. I learned a lot how to FaceTime and what do you call it?
Zoom?
Zoom, yeah, with the kids. So that was really interesting. Even as illiterate as I am with computer stuff, I got to do it this year. So, yeah, I miss being up visiting Krista and Mike and Angela and Isabel and Elisa and Aaron and Emma and Owen. But thank goodness I've got Erica, Sean, and Kale and Luca and Aaron here who are keeping me quite busy as much as possible. And the good thing, my eyes are getting better, the doctor said. You know, instead of like turning 70, I got eyes of a 50-year-old. So,
Nice.
yeah, other than the small print, I need some better glasses for those. I need a magnifying glass. But anyway, here's to 2020, and hopefully next year will be better.
All right, cheers.
You start. I was doing. Yeah, well, 2020 pushed us apart, really. The fact that you couldn't be together, but on the opposite side, it brought you together. You know, our garage was open. We had our patio set in here. The kids were all able to come over. They were all close, which was really good. So they were all able to come over, and we saw them often in a different way, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, on the same note, you know, I mean, we're so fortunate that furthest one of our children, which grandchildren as well, is probably 5 minutes away. That would be Scott on the lake. And Andrea is the next furthest, your puppy-o. And then the next furthest is Dave down the road, and, you know, and then Jacqueline, she couldn't get any closer.
I think Ryan's closer.
Yeah, he's in and out.
But as tough as that was for him to put his life on hold, just like 2 weeks before he was to start his articling, it's been great having him around. He's taken up cooking, and I have not cooked supper in months.
Oh, wow.
Months, yeah. So
Wow.
it's been great having him around, but he's more than ready to get back to what he was doing.
But the one drawback, he doesn't know how to make carrot cake.
Oh, yeah.
The recipe.
He's not a baker. He's a
he's-
supper maker.
He's
yeah.
he's not afraid to try things.
So we're eating well, that's for sure. Yeah.
But in terms of the grandchildren, gosh, I mean, we've set this as our quarantine area, and I mean, probably 2 or 3 times a day, Jacqueline's kids come over and we just sit out here. Ryan will set up the TV out here and they'll watch a movie. You know.
Or we would watch Mass out here too.
Yeah.
We'd have the TV set up, and whoever wanted to come and watch Mass out here. It was really good watching Father Dwayne. We would often go to that site to watch him. But yeah, so it's definitely been used.
Excellent.
Yeah, it has. But that's been probably the hardest, is the grandkids not being able to be as close as you want. But
Speaking of grandkids, you can hear them out there.
but they're so resilient, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, like they're just taking this in stride and talking about, we can't come in because of the COVID. And it makes you wonder what it's going to be like for them in the future talking about this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But
I guess with the COVID, we have no idea. You know, you read about the deaths and so on, and you try to think of people that you know that have the COVID, you know, and at some point you think, is it really this serious? Then all of a sudden with Wayne Doopy, you know, experiencing COVID, you know, we play ball with Wayne, experiencing in Arizona, and he's on oxygen and so on. He's Airbused back to Windsor, you know, to be able to continue or complete his treatment. And, you know, you think, well, it's not a hoax, it is for real. You know, and just thank God, knock on wood, you know, that we are spared, I guess, the trauma of the COVID, you know, all this COVID.
so, to 2020.
To 2020.
20.
That's very good. Very good.
Cheers.
The two of you.
To Chef Ryan.
Oh.